Hi, welcome back to Now's Comics. Hope you survived. So, all right, now we're going through the DC comics from my August haul. This will be a lot quicker than the Marvel one. I don't know what this is. Must just be a free thing. DC Connect number 16. Guessing it's just advertisements. I bagged and boarded it. If it's nothing worth keeping around, after I read it, I'll just keep the bag and board and get rid of the whatever. Batman Reptilian Book 3. Pretty cool cover. I really like that. But yeah, I got issue 2. Wasn't a fan of 1. Got issues 1 through 3 because I was pre-ordering. Issue 2 did not change my mind. I'm just not into it. Here we have I Am Batman number 0, which is, I guess, Jace Fox, and all I know from this comic, I did read this one. It's the only one I've read out of the DCs. All I know is that his name was Tim, and he changed it to Jace. And I think he's from Future State. I don't really know. I don't understand anything about the premise. It seemed like modern day. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. This and being the start of a series, it just didn't help. I am pre-ordering it, so I believe I ordered issues 1 and 2 as well. Not that I didn't like it. I wasn't grounded. I didn't know where I was. Am I in some Batman or Gotham where Batman for some reason is not there anymore? I don't know, because I'm only reading the Batman comic. I'm not reading his other ones, so I don't know if there's something going on that he's just not around anymore. I'm not sure. But here we have Batman Catwoman issue 6 by Tom King. This is the Jim Lee cover. To this day, still loving the Jim Lee artwork. Much like Rorschach, this series, I think it might be 12 issues long. If you can wait to read them all at once, one, I will say that you're not making a mistake in getting it, unless you'd rather get it in trade. But two, I feel like it's going to read a lot better in one sitting, or at least reading out of the 12 issues, maybe you read 3 in a sitting, or something like that. It's just, I think, going to make a lot more sense, because there's a lot of jumping around in time, so it involves a lot of having to remember what happened before. With the volume of comics I read, it's just not happening, so much. But, however, unlike Rorschach, I am really enjoying this book, and I guess I'll get to Rorschach more when we get there. Superman and the Authority, number 2 of 4. Again, we have Midnighter on the cover, and Apollo. I don't think either one made an appearance in issue 1. But, they're using the team name Authority, so I guess they have to be there, if you're familiar with the Wildstorm. Nightwing, number 83. I think this is Tom Taylor. Doing a really good job with that series. Again, I got kind of sucked into that one because of spec. I read it, and I'm like, wow, this is really good. So Justice League number 4, and I will say, I hear a lot of people talk about Swamp Thing and Suicide Squad being the leader of the DC, where it's really at in terms of writing, but Nightwing has to be a competitor for that top slot in my opinion. At least the current arc, or the current writer on it. So Justice League Last Ride by Chip Zdarsky, number 4. Yeah, number 3 picked up a little bit. 1 and 2 were a little slow for me, and I think it's oddly a 7-issue series. It's kind of weird. You don't see that very often. Here we have Rorschach number 11. Now, this is a really cool cover, and I guess I didn't see this coming super early on. I probably did pick up on it when the writer wanted me to pick up on it, but it's just been a long slog of a series. I often wonder if Taylor Winder is a YouTuber, has great stuff. So here's a real quick plug on Taylor Winder. But slog, I wonder if that's a word I've picked up from him. That's why I mentioned it. But yeah, check him out. Taylor Winder. So The Joker, number 6 by Tanyan. And I think that he's on the series through issue 11. I'm not quite sure. It's in there, but as we all know, he's leaving DC. Whether I'll keep up with Joker after that, I don't know. So one like kind of problem I have with this, so it's $6, and this is not a like cardstock variant. It's just $6. Has a backup story with Punchline, also by Tanyan, and the backup Punchline story is just not good. And it had a little discussion on a different show where, I mean, I was just in chat, but people were talking about it, and like I like Punchline as a villain. I think Punchline like embodies a lot of what a lot of the way our nation is in terms of people like not wanting to be vaccinated, like, you know, and if you don't want to be, sorry, I'm going to offend you, because you should be. And it's just like the different mentality, and I feel that she represents that mentality that's in our nation right now. But the backup story is just kind of like, well, what are you doing? Like, let's just leave her, maybe just leave her alone and then bring her back as a story arc villain, you know? Anyway, expensive book, $6. I'll probably stick through the Tanyan run. Who knows who they put on it afterwards? If it keeps going, I don't know. But that might be a time where I drop it. Here we have Wonder Girl, number 3, Ensnared by Eros. Yeah, like I've been enjoying that series. Kind of spec'd a little bit on it. I have her first appearances, a couple copies of that. Infinite Frontier number 4. Wow, I can't remember what 3 was like. I mean, I feel like I enjoyed it. It's just off the top of my head, I can't remember what was actually going on. And here we have number 5. So, one thing about getting the your comics monthly is sometimes you do get a couple issues to read in a row. All right, so another last little group here. We have Batman Fear State Alpha. Not sure, you know. Well, I'll say I was not sure why it warrants its own one-shot, but I do. Yeah, it's to make money, so that's fine. Checkmate number 3 of 6. It's an alright series. I'm enjoying it. And then Robin number 5. It's funny, like here, like I'll just throw out like Legion of Comics, another great YouTube channel. Really, I mean, I think he likes both DC and Marvel, but he seems to like really heavily favor DC in the way that I favor Marvel. And he's not really a fan of this book, and I really am. And maybe it's because it's more of a Marvel-esque book. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm digging it. I hope that it, you know, I guess comes to fruition. Like, obviously it could just, you know, I was going to use a word that didn't make sense. You know, it could just fall away and not really live up to where it was going. But, you know, we'll see. So, yeah, that is my DC haul. And I'll give you, again, like I did in the last video, a little visual. And there are, I believe, no copies in here. Like, no specking or variant duplicates. So, yeah, there we go. Bunch more reading there. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching and being here as I share the comics that I got. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. And I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.